What's going on, guys? The Fight 3 doing another video, and welcome back to Umineko When Eva Cries. In the last episode, Eva cried, we cried for Eva, and now we're on the beach with Battler. But yeah, no, it was kind of cool seeing Eva's backstory. I like how this visual novel, like, they show you a character at the family conference, and they're kind of acting mean, and then you see their backstory, and then you feel bad for them. It's a really cool thing that VUQC7 can do. Probably just butchered that pronunciation, I'm really sorry. But yeah, let's continue.
6年って言ったら小学校丸々一つ分じゃねえか。覚えてろってのが酷な話だぜ。
I can remember a lot of stuff from my elementary school, actually.
そうだね。特に若かった僕たちにとっては大きな成長の6年間だったはずだからね。案外自己紹介がなかったら思い出せなかったんじゃないかい？
そうかな。私はバトラだってすぐに分かったぜ。
Is it because that he was screaming I'm gonna fall?
口を聞いてさらに確信できたぜ。
Yep.
おお、マリア、初めて会った。6年前わかんない。
そうですよね。マリア様はまだ3つでしたものね。
Yes, this creepy 9-year-old is the one who always does the creepy voice and talks about Beatrice.
3歳の頃しか知らないマリアがこんなに大きく成長してるんだから、そりゃわからねえわけだぜ。
After lunch, we had all gone out to the beach to walk around, talk, and take it easy and enjoying ourselves. Our parents appeared somehow on edge and— oh yeah, wait, didn't they do this in episode 1? I swear they did, and it seemed to have things to catch up on, so we decided to leave our seats. Just as you'd expect, since it had been 6 years, the conversation focused on me.
しかし本当に背が伸びたね。僕も低いつもりはないけど、とにかくその身長には驚いたよ。
そうですね。6年前のバトラ様をよく覚えておりますが、それでも驚くくらいでした。
だなあ、6年前のバトラからは想像がつかないくらいだったぜ。
みんな案外6年も前のことなんか覚えてるもんだな。俺なんかかなり記憶があやふやだってのによ。
Yeah, no, Battle was just being stupid right now.
だろうな。私たちのことを思い出すのに少し時間をかけてたみたいだもんな。あれはちょっと傷つくぜ。
いや、さすがに6年前だぜ。覚えてろって方が無理があるぜ。
6年前のことですと、あまり覚えてはおられないのですか？私はつい昨日のことのように鮮明に覚えておりますが。
Oh my god, Sans like Rika. She's a looper. She remembers everything.
シャノンは記憶力がいいからね。
Honestly, that's what I thought of when reading that line.
6年前にバトラ君がどんなことをしていたとか言っていたとか。
Yeah, Battler was a real dick 6 years ago. I remember that, and I will no longer even talk to you because of it.
そういやそうだよな。シャノンって妙なところで記憶力がいいんだよな。
おお、マリア、覚えるの下手くそ。
Maria's saying crappy.
楽しいことはスイスイ覚えるけど、つまんないのは全然ダメ。おお。
We all laughed, saying that everyone was like that.
シャノン、ちなみに6年前のバトラはどんなだったんだ？何かエピソードを覚えてないのかよ。
Interesting episodes.
そうですね。確かお帰りの際はこうおっしゃっていました。
Okay, the music just stopped.
また来るぜ。See you again。きっと白馬にまたがって迎えに来るぜ。
Wait, what?
ギャーラーメン恥ずかせー
I did not expect that. Oh my god.
言いそう確かにそんな感じだった。6年前のバトラはそんな感じのバカっぽいセリフばかり言ってたぜ。
That's awesome.
確かに当時のバトラ君がいかにも言いそうだな。
おお、恥ずかしい恥ずかしい
最高に恥ずかしいぜ。マリアもきっと中学くらいになったらそういう恥ずかしいことが口にしたくなるからね。
Yeah, no, middle school is, it's an era of my life that I never want to look back on. It's when I first started YouTube, but I'd rather think about high school.
そういう時は口に出す前にチラシの裏に書いて3度読み直してから口に
I feel like that's for everyone
考
now.
えるんだぞ。
Middle school is like the awkward transition where you're no longer just like being a kid and you're no longer an adult. Like you're just trying to sound cool.
と後悔するからな。 いや、誰しもがそういう痛々しい時代をくぐり抜けていくのだ。そうさ。そして身の程を知り、恥を覚えて大人になるんだ。そうさ。これは大人への過渡期なら、誰もが犯す青春の甘酸っぱくて恥ずかしい
Why would he say that
決済
to... Was he like hitting on Shannon?
ぐわー
You can't do that, Battle. George will kill you. You see, I tend to let my mouth run wild without thinking too much, so I don't... Yeah, I know, that's what you've been doing for the past 2 episodes. But when the contents are recited back to me afterwards, it's always something extremely embarrassing. In recent years, I've finally come to understand this weakness, and I've been working hard to refrain from such careless outbursts, but... It seems I was born with the habit of speaking without thinking, and there isn't a whole lot I can do about it.
シャーノン、他にも何か恥ずかしいことは覚え
Please
て
have
ないの
another
か
one.
よ。
まあ他にもいろいろと覚えておりますけれど、ご本人もお忘れになりたいことみたいなので、これ以上は共有させていただきたいと思います。
No, say another embarrassing one.
ぶっちゃけると、俺はもう何も覚えてないんだ。頼むから思い出させないでくれ。
おお、シャノンがバトラーをいじめてる。ダメ、いじめはいけないの。
別にいじめてるわけじゃないんだよ。この話はこれくらいにしようか。でもシャノン、後でバトラ君のいないところで
No, I want to know what he said.
なんだか面白そうだから。
はい、かしこまりました。
Yeah, and then there's gonna be a murder, and then they're gonna be like, oh my god, there's someone killing everybody. And this is the same visual novel. That's how Higurashi and Umineko work, apparently. For a while, George and Nikki teased me by pretending to ask San and San for more embarrassing misspeaks. Ah yes, they're having fun. George and Nikki was messing around, teamed up with San and San, but he seemed how to describe it, very candid and frank. He was always frank with his cousins, but he usually took on a reserved, gentlemanly attitude when he came in contact with the servants. When I thought about it, I got the feeling he was acting a little overly familiar, which seemed slightly weird. Maria started scribbling in the sand with a stick, and George and Nikki and San joined in, which left me and Jessica off the side, so I asked her secretively.
Yo, Jessica, ジョージの兄貴ってさ、
You didn't say that secretly, that's pretty loud. Okay, now that's so...
なになんでわかったんだよ。バトラーお前、見かけより人を見てんな。
俺、冗談で言ったつもりだったんだけど、本当に付き合ってんのかよ。
I'm pretty sure they can hear you.
声が大きいって。一応、
Yeah, I agree. As always, I agree with Jessica.
特にエヴァおばさんの耳には入れない方がいいよ。
Ah yes, so we're gonna connect to Eva. Yeah, I definitely have a feeling that that the first Twilight, everyone's gonna be dead but Eva this time. And then maybe for episode 4, it's gonna be everybody dead but like... Kraus or Rudolf? I don't know. Can't imagine it being Hideyoshi.
6年ってすげえな。でも確かに兄貴なら人間もできてるし、シャノンちゃんも優しくて。
What are you trying to say there, Battler? Oh, wait, I didn't even get to read that. Actually, 6 years ago, I remember taking notice of her just a little bit. That's how it is. He really fits well with George and Nikki. Nothing I can do about that. Goodbye, my first fleeting Oh, that's what the middle school phase he was talking about. Oh, which means that my collection of embarrassing lines of San and Sen just held back on. Probably has something to do with that. I can't take it.
兄貴たち、付き合ってどのくらいになるんだ？
どの段階から付き合ってると呼ぶのかにもよるだろうけど、確実に1年以上は続いてると思うぜ。双方片思い時代を含めると数年になるんじゃねえのかな。
Before I realized that the two of them had separated themselves from the group and were walking down the beach talking about something. They looked calm, and rather than a light relationship between two lovers, it looked like a more serious relationship as though they were already engaged.
6年か。でっけえ月日だな。俺にとってのこの6年は何だったんだ？図体がでかくなっただけだな。親父との親子喧嘩で意地を張り合ううちに6年も経っちまったってだけ。
Fight the good fight, Battler. Argue that witches aren't real. That's probably what he was fighting with Rudolf about. Oh, also, by the way, interesting thing about Rudolf. I actually noticed that in my descriptions of my videos, I've been spelling Rudolf wrong for like this entire time I've been playing Umineko, and no one has said a word about it. I mean, now if you check it, it's gonna be correct because obviously I fixed it, but still, I find that funny.
さて、一緒に遊ぶ女の子は何人かいるぜ。
Name one.
だけど、オンリーワンって関係はまだねえな。俺がお子様なんだろうよ。誰かと二人っきりでいるより、みんな大勢でワイワイやってる方が楽しいように思えるんだ。
ああ、そりゃなんともバトラらしいぜ。でも、女友達との関係はちゃんとしっかりしておけよ。女の思い込みとコミュニティは怖えぜ。勝手にバトラを巡って暗闘が繰り広げられて、勝手に誰かが泣いたり傷ついたりしているかもしれないぜ。
Yeah, and this is before social media.
おかしいな。同じ忠告をつい先週、クラスの女から受けた気がするぜ。なんだってんだろうな。
It's actually because the girl is Rika Furude and she predicted it.
どうしてみんな
Okay, now I made the same joke in one episode. And it's been like 11 minutes and I made the same joke twice.
つがいになりたいのかね。
Yeah, I'm
ま
tired.
だまだそういう相手に会ったことがねえからだろうぜ。まあ、おいおいそういう女に出会うこともあるだろうよ。気長に待つこったな。
なんだよ。まるでお前にはもうそういう相手がいるみたいな言い方じゃねえかよ。お
Cannon.
前はどうなんだよ。彼氏とかできたのかよ。
私いや、その
なんつうわかりやすい反応だよ。見たところ気になる男はいるけどまだ告白もできてねえってそういうところだろ。
そういうわけでは先生、私のことなんかどうでもいいだろ。
話を振ってきたのはそっちのくせになんで俺が逆ギレされなきゃならねえんだ。
You know, Jessica reminds me a lot of Mion in the sense that she can do a lot of like just joking around, but when it gets flipped in her direction, just completely blesses.
そのくせ自分が質問に答えることは決してないんだよな。ずるい生き物だぜ。
Damn, Battler.
もう告白はさ、一度はしたんだよ。
Was that from the concert of the second episode?
盛大に
Or is this like some new
ご
character?
めんなさい。
いや、私がすごく一方的だったんで。
You have to say the name. We need to confirm this,
思わ
Jessica.
れてなかったという雰囲気。
I like how you go from being like, oh, I'm so sad about Eva to, oh my god, Jessica, tell me which boy you like.
そりゃそうだろうよ。お前の言葉遣いは男勝りだからな。もうちょいおしとやかにしないと男心をくすぐらないぜ。
いや、やっぱり私みたいな言葉遣い
Probably shouldn't have went there, Battler.
受け悪いかな。
なあ、言葉遣いが全てじゃないだろうが、急にまともな言葉で話すように努力し始めたら、
I don't.
そういう気
Well, I
概
mean,
みたいなもんで、
from like
と
now,
きちまう男もいるからな。
like in the year 2023, the way that she talks is normal, I guess. Like, I don't really see a problem with
そう
it.
なんだ。
I get like that, like, oh, you gotta be elegant and sophisticated, but I don't see a problem with it. This guy suddenly started speaking meekly and was faintly blushing. I see. Even though her confessing didn't go well, it looks like she still hasn't given up. But yeah, I totally get that. After seeing how close George, Nikki, and Sen have gotten, it's no wonder she'd start wanting a boyfriend. 6 years. Those 6 years of puberty are pretty important, and they go by so fast. With the typhoon approaching, the clouds have gotten steadily grayer, and yet even so, I had this really refreshing feeling. Maybe I'll start thinking more seriously about the opposite sex more than just the... Okay, Battler.
ところで、ジョージの兄貴は使用人のシャノンちゃんと付き合ってるわけだが、まさか。
Well, I mean, the other you is going through harem hell right now.
ないよな。
どうしてそう思うんだよ。
そういや、バラ庭園で挨拶したカノン君って若い子。口下手だからって、ジェシカ、やたらとかばってたよな。
Okay, good, it is just canon. I was gonna say, because we cannot have a love triangle on this island.
これだけは教えろよ。
This cannot be like Survivor.
今この瞬間
Or more of, what's... I don't know, I don't watch
ジェシカ
TV.
が狙ってる男
I
は
watch anime instead.
半径1キロ以内にいるか？
Canon-kun is the only boy on this island now who could possibly become her boyfriend. So judging by your accent, I'm probably right on. I don't think of the Ushiromiya family as a noble family, but two people in love with servants. I never dreamed that two pairs of Romeo and Juliet would be... No, don't call them Romeo and Juliet. That wasn't love, that was seeing someone for 5 seconds and then saying you're in love. Auntie Eva will probably become an obstacle to George and Nikki and San and San's love. If Auntie Eva learns that the partner of her only son, the apple of her eye, is San and San, she'll probably scream at her with cries of wretched servant, homewrecker, and so forth. And a relationship between Jessica and Canon-kun would probably just be as full of difficulties. Aunt Natsui also seemed to be... Yeah... After all, Jessica's husband would probably become the head of the Ushiromiya family in the future. If that person had become been a servant working for the Well, no, it's just... They're rising through the ranks. I guess.
人の大一なんてそれぞれさ。一緒にいて楽しい相手とつがいになりゃいいじゃねえか。
It's like one of those Mafia City ads. Level 1 servant, level 100 Ushiromiya family head.
つがいってのは
Honestly, anyone's better than Kinzo at this. Like, Goda, the breakfast making furniture, would be better than Kinzo at this.
親がどうこう、家がどうこうなんて気にしたら負けだぜ。それを忘れるなよ。半端な気持ちで付き合うんじゃねえぜ。
しゅ、恋もしたことねえくせに達観したようなことを言いやがって。
恋は損得感情でするなよ。ハートでしろよ。俺が言いたいことはそれ
It's
だ
about
けさ。
family. It's Fast and the Furious, Umineko
じゃあ
edition.
な See you again. Have a nice day.
That was terrible English.
長寿兄さん、シャーノン、聞いて聞いて。パートだったらこいつまた面白いセリフを言い出したぜ。
何も言ってないって、何も言ってないって。ああ、茶化すな、茶化すな。
マリア聞いてた。 See you again! See you again!
For a while, we forgot about the wind getting stronger and played around on the beach. Ah, a lovely day. This meeting with my cousins, who had grown so much over these last 6 years and were thoroughly enjoying their youth, felt truly refreshing. It was a little late now, but I realized that I should have buried the hatchet a lot sooner and returned to the Ushiromiya family.
いとこ同士ってのもたまにはいいもんだな。
マリアもいとこで集まるの楽しくて好き。
そうだな。俺たちももういい年なんだ。
Honestly, I feel like they should be the ones like getting the inheritance because I don't know, they're just here for fun. Everyone else is
別
here
に俺らい
for
なくても会えるだろう。
well, what's the equivalent of money battle
たま
royale?
にはいとこだけで集まって遊ぶのも悪くないかもしれないな。
それはいい提案だね。
Oh, wait, they can have a Dungeons and
い
Dragons
つかそう
session.
いう機会を設けてもいいかもしれないね。
Oh my god, no, that is something I'd like to see.
同感だね。私たちいとこはいつまでもずっと仲良しがいいよ。
おいおい、そこを強調するとまるで普段の親戚同士の仲が悪いように
It's
聞こえ
because
てま
they
すぜ
don't. George and Nikki and Jessica laughed, but I just felt a little strained. Did I say too much? Judging by how her parents had made quite expressions and tired faces every once in a while during the boat ride and at the airport, maybe that was something I shouldn't have said.
そうだな。ジェシカの言う通りだぜ。俺たちはいつまでも仲良しでいようぜ。
マリアも一緒。みんな仲良し。
そうだね。うん。僕たちはいつだってみんな一緒だよ。
It'd be nice if people in real life were this
み
wholesome.
んな仲良しだよ。
私たち何恥ずかしいこと言い合ってんだろうな。なんだか照れちまうぜ。
でもとても大切なことだと思いますよ。人は願わねば
Santa, you're not a cousin.
いつ
Get
ま
out
で
of
も
here.
一緒にいることどころか
You don't have a say in this.
仲良くいることさえ難しい生き物なのですから。
そうだね。みんなが仲良くいられることを決して当たり前なことだと思ってはいけないね。
知り合いの魔女が言ってた。
No. She ruined it. She ruined this wholesome moment.
幸せはみんなが信じなくちゃ叶わないんだって。
Let me guess, Battle was gonna be like a witch, and
確か
then
にね、信じる力には魔法が宿るかもしれない。 それを全員が信じたならきっと幸せを運んできてくれるだろうね。
Okay, now it's about conforming.
よし、なら恥ずかしいことの私たちはみんなで信じ合うと誓おうぜ。みんないつまでも仲良しでいつまでも幸せでいようって。
You can't get the last one. You know what's gonna happen. Well, no, you don't know what's gonna happen, but screw becoming like our parents. Search for others' weaknesses, going after grandfather's fortune. Screw all that forever.
俺たちはみんなそれをみんなで信じようぜ。
No matter how long it had been or how much fun we were having, it didn't stop the dirt clouds from approaching Rokenzima. I wonder if the typhoon will pass and show us the refreshing sky before we leave this island. Who gives a crap about our parents? What are they plotting? Who gives a crap about the inheritance in the honor of our old family? We're so young and renewing our old friendship, and every one of us believes together that we can all be happy. So, I want this day to end without anything. This is... You know what's gonna happen. This was episode 1 and just be like, oh my god, it's so wholesome, but now it's episode 3 and I'm like, ha 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 ha, ha funny. No, not I want it to end. Please let it end. Oh. Yeah, god damn it. Logan short 600 million in C minor, very specific.
お前は出るなよ。あらくそくそくそ。
待たせたな。ようやく新しいゲームの用意が整ったぞ。さあさあ始めようではないか。
Okay, we're gonna play another game with Beatrice. She's gonna be... Wait, is that what this is this entire time? Like, does he just like... Yeah, it's probably what's happening and why it keeps repeating, because in Umineko it was... not Umineko, it was in Higurashi. It was Rika with the loops, but I guess Beatrice is just like bringing this back.
雨よ、風よ、この島をうつしおより切り離す。異界へ魔界へ幻想界へ六軒島を放り込め。
Wow, it's just like magic. So the tail repeated for the 3rd time. Before the end was switched, what point in... Okay, they're just like skipping introduction. No need for that this episode. What point was there in counting 1, 2, 3? There's probably no point at all. After all, this tale of fantasy would be repeated endlessly until the match was settled, either battle or the witch surrendered. Okay, great. Endless episodes. I mean, that means endless content for me. And endless content for you as well. And the sky grew dark and cloudy. The rain and wind were summoned together and became a typhoon. And Maria could be seen in the... oh...
目印をつけたマリアのバラがない。
Maria definitely remembered it. That rose had been in the flower bed right here, and yet it wasn't. She didn't know what to do with her irritation at not being able to find some... is she gonna get the letter again? She was acting almost as though she was able to see if she looked at a different angle. For a try as she might, there was no way she would find something that wasn't there. The wind grew increasingly stronger and the rain turned into a cold words drops. There was no way Maria wasn't bothered by this. However, if she couldn't find a rose there, it would surely disappear forever. Maria believed that. That feeling let me guess Beatrice was gonna show up. Just then, the cold drop were tormenting Maria was suddenly blocked. Maria raised her head. What she did, she saw the umbrella was open there, protecting her from the rain. And the one, yep. See what the witch she admired Beatrice.
このような雨に何体を冷やせば風邪をひくこともある魔女たるに自らの健康も気遣いたいもの。
マリアのね、バラが見つからないの。おお、何度探してもね、ここにあったはずなのに見つからないの。
Maria told Beatrice about how there had been a slightly unhealthy, pitiful rose, and that she was sure that they had marked it.
それが見つからぬか。そなたも魔女の見習いに魔法にてバラを探してみると目だけで探そうとするうち、それにははるかに及ばぬである。
Then do your magic.
見つけられない。マリアも頑張って。
No, magic isn't real, so I don't know what you're gonna do.
見つけられない。
魔法の修行にはちょうど良いかとも思うが、この風雨はそなたには少しきつかろう。わらわの特別に弟子の身を案ずるのも師匠の役割だからな。
Okay, so now Maria's just Beatrice's student.
ありがとう、ベアトリーチェ。
Maria's face, which had been full of sadness until just now, split open into a grin. Maria knew. She knew that there was nothing Beatrice's magic couldn't do. So she was sure that Beatrice would easily be able to help find the rose she couldn't find herself. Beatrice closed her eyes lightly, acting as though she was listening for something in all this wind and rain. Then she heard it, opened her eyes, and spoke.
そなたのバラは耐えられなかったです。
それじゃマリアのバラは
風雨に散り、すでにこの世のものではない。
Or someone just picked it. Like, you know, they were cleaning up the rose garden and they're like, oh, this rose, it's murked, so obviously we have to take it out and it's kind of dead. What Beatrice had said was certainly plausible. There was nothing odd about the flower being broken off at the stem in the strong wind. However, Maria couldn't accept this and bitterly gave a low-pitched moan.
無限の魔法の秘術。そなたごとき見習いにはまだまだ早いわ。身の程を知れ。
Maria wiped the tears from her eyes full of regret. Tragedy. Seeing that expression which so invited pity, Beatrice shrugged her shoulders and chuckled. Oh, she's gonna do it.
ではそなたの心の力を集中させるがいい。目を閉じ。
What I have to check is Beatrice on the character thing?
奉公するバラの魂を。
Oh yeah, now we have Witch Sa. Yeah, this was on the other thing. Can I go to it? Okay, yeah, this is just every. I wonder if like this is gonna increase like it did in the last episode. It wasn't in. Did it just? I don't know. I can't tell if it was there and I just never noticed, or it was only available at the end of last episode, and then because I did open that and see the witch side in the last video, but that was on the title screen. Maria closed her eyes. Then she repeated Beatrice's poem-like words. Oh! I know what she's doing. It's the face all over again, but this time not with Walmart bin Beatrice. Around Maria, who was concentrating her power, her eyes tightly shut, small golden butterflies began to dance. Was this the manifestation of the magical power Maria held? Yeah, I just butchered the reading on that. The glitter of gold butterflies began to strengthen and their numbers increased. Then Beatrice raised a finger up to the skies and they began to gather at the tip of that finger. This was the miracle of the golden magic, and the gold butterflies began to condense into a single dazzling grain of gold. It was a single seed glittering gold. It sat on top of Beatrice's finger, budded in a gold sprout and opened into a gold leaf, and then slowly fell in from the fingertip, sank into the mud of the flower bed, and began to grow steadily. Maria, who admired magic and witches, must have really wanted to see this fantastical sight. However, as an apprentice, Maria was still not qualified to see it. No, she was probably afraid that if she opened her eyes to look, the power over her... Yeah, I'd be too if I was doing magic. Therefore, it was Beatrice, the one permitted to lay eyes on that golden miracle. Yeah, that makes this unreliable. Who is the only one and the only witch and the master of many miracles. Then the fully grown rose bloomed, creating one gold flower. And when Beatrice poked it with her finger in just the right way, the gold... Oh, does it like... Yeah. Turn into the rose. Beatrice, for the sake of her cute apprentice, who was moaning even more now in concentration, decided to cast one more little spell. Avada-Kedavra. Oh, that's a good wallpaper. I need to make that my computer wallpaper with like the gold butterflies and Yeah, that'd be cool. She snapped her fingers and a single gold butterfly appeared, fluttered around and landed on the flower that had been revived. Then it suddenly burst open and disappeared, becoming a golden lance and marking the road.
マリア、もう目を開けてもいい。
おお、バラはどこ？ない。
そっちではないぞ、ほれ。金モールで印をつけておいてやったぞ。
本当だ。すごい。
Yeah, it's probably just someone pretending to be Beatrice, just marks it with like a gold thing and just like, wow, look at my magic.
ありがとう、ベアト。マリアも早く魔女になりたい。ベアトみたいな大魔女になり。
なれるとかつてのわらわもまた。そなたのように無邪気にそれを望む。
Maria was ecstatically over the revived rose, clapping her hands and jumping around in joy. Watching that, Beatrice also smiled, looking fairly pleased. She's only not bad when, like, well, actually, no, Maria is gonna die, so, yeah. They're all screwed, so this isn't like a, oh wow, I did something nice today. Now, if I try, I can break or repair any soul, not just out of a rose, and kill and revive as I please. So the barrier created by the storm had closed Rokenzima off from the real world. Now it is time for the Golden Witch, the Endless Witch, Beatrice, to descend. Beatrice pulled from her pocket an envelope with the family crest. Oh yeah, gotta give that. Maria frolicked around, being selected to be the witch's messenger.
さて、そなたの遊びに。再びわらわの準備はすでに万端よ。そなたの方はどうなのか。今宵のゲームにかけるコインの用意は。
You know it.
無論準備は十分であるぞ、ベアトリーチ。
Of course you are.
駒はふんだんに用意したぞ。備えも心構えも十分だ。さあ、アンティを支払おうではない。そなたに授けられ、最後にはそなたに全て返すべき。さあ、受け取れ。
Kinzo flung the window of his study. Yeah, yeah, he did that in the first episode too. Or was that this? I forget. And threw it into the darkness of the raging wind and ran. The ring was struck by lightning, and after twinkling gold for an instant, disappeared. Kinzo watched it go, grinning broadly and fiercely.
負ける気はせぬぞ。お前は私のものなのだ。永遠に。
Wow. That was a long hold. Oh, whoa, magic. The ring that Kinzo had thrown became a single gold butterfly and fluttered around in the wind and the rain. It headed for the rose garden, almost as though it was being guided there. It then found the finger of the Golden Witch and fluttered down. When it arrived right in front of Beatrice, it burst in a flash of gold and returned to its original form of a ring, flipping it up into the air. It seemed as if they would simply fall back down into a puddle of water, but suddenly it stopped in midair, almost as if some transparent person had caught it. Somehow, this seemed unexpected even to Beatrice. Wait, is there someone else here? However, she soon realized who it was. Wait, who is this? Who are you? As she did, the figure of a person who had caught the ring began to fuzzily appear. It was the figure of a young man wearing a butler's uniform. Is he another servant? Yeah, he has the thing on it, but... There was no man like this among the servants who served the Ushiromiya family. Even so, Beatrice laughed as though it was someone's here. Is this like one of Beatrice's servants? Ronov, I think? Why are you here anyway, though? Is throwing in more people really the best idea when we're already trying to find out who the culprit is and have no idea? Except for the days where you woke up and you weren't there for her. Yeah, if you never stopped serving her, then she probably just forgot about you, and then you forgot about her for a while, then now you're just back.
お嬢様は大層お忘れっぽくていらっしゃいますので。
なるほど。確かにわらわは忘れやすいようだ。 そなたの皮肉を聞くまで思い出せぬとはな。
You've been replaced by weird demon goat things. With an exaggerated yet elegant gesture, he bowed respectfully and held out to Beatrice the head's ring that had been caught.
後ろ宮金蔵より返還されました。後ろ宮家当主の指輪でございます。指輪は再び主。
I wonder if this guy is like the person responsible for Beatrice and Kinzo's like, I don't know, it's kind of strange. I really want to see like a flashback of how Kinzo got his fortune and stuff. I don't know.
金蔵によるゲームの開始宣言。確かに受け取ったぞ。
Ah, yes. Wait. It's a receipt. We could just stop this murder if we find the receipt for it. We just return the game. It's broken. We can't play it anymore.
早速ルーレットをご用意いたしましょうか。
Well, now he's gonna play Wheel of Fortune with everybody's lives.
ご用意いたしましょうか。
どちらにしようか迷うが、とりあえずそなたの挨拶が必要であろうな、あやつ。開いた口が塞がらぬというような顔をしているに違いないぞ。
Oh God.
なあ。
Oh.
バトラー。
Battler?
はじめまして。
Oh.
自己紹介。
Okay, I was gonna say, if he just appeared like in front of Battler at the conference, that'd be weird. This makes more sense. Oh, that's the noise. I heard the noise. Characters. Okay, one of the 72 great demons serves as a master in exchange for various forms of compensation. Presently, he has a contract with Beatrice as her butler, head furniture, has multiple underlings trained in housekeeping, and he himself is extremely capable as a butler. Employing him has become a kind of status in high society of witches. Furthermore, the cookies he bakes are... Okay, at least that's good. The witches will often line up to demand them. Should possess enormous magic... Oh god. But he is always so different... Why am I butchering a word such as difference? Deference to his master. His power level is an unknown quantity. Ah yes, my power level is over 9,000.
どうぞよろしくお願い申し上げますよ。
ほらな。開いた口が塞がらないという顔であろう。
当たり前だろ。またこんなわけのわかんないやつが出てきやがった。ヤギ頭が盆踊りを始めるのかとぼやいた。
The Bond Dance.
太もも姉ちゃんたちが7人も出てきて、その上今度は羊まで出てきやがった。
7 sexy ass babes. Ah yes, harem hell for Battler.
もういい加減にしやがれよ。
ところでバトラー、気づいていたか？こやつとそなたの対面だが、これが本当の悪魔の
This entire thing is a devil's proof.
悪魔の証明だとどういう意味だよ。
You're a devil's proof.
こう見えても72柱に名を連ねる生粋の悪魔でね。つまりわらわは悪魔を直接連れてきて、まさにその存在を証明している。
That's what I meant, because technically you're here, which proves that witches exist. But we're arguing that witches don't exist. But we're actually arguing that like they didn't cause any murders, but we see them cause murders. Like this entire game is just rigged against Battler.
地獄に爵位を持つ序列27位の大悪魔よ。なかなかに使える男。
Like I feel like Battler is in like one of those rhythm mini games from Danganronpa where he's just repeating the same things over and over again, and then you have Beatrice as Makoto just trying to find the matching phrase that'll prove that he isn't right.
高級で召し上げてわらわの世話をさせておるのだ。
ご紹介いただけまして光栄です。地獄の貴族に名を連ねと。
What if Battler is a demon?
人間の分際って。
Well, actually, no, we already know he
悪
is.
魔も裸足で逃げ出すような大魔女であられるベアトリーチェ様の家具頭として使える身ですよ。
I wonder by the end of this, how many new witches are they going to introduce? Because we had that person in the beginning who was claiming to be Beatrice, but that was like the Walmart knockoff Beatrice. Now we have Runov. I wonder if we're going to get more.
言葉遣いに関しましては契約書から漏れておりましたもので。
Yeah, fuck you, Beatrice.
そのように契約を変更いたしますか。
わらわも退屈せぬからそれでいい。
Beatrice turned her back to him, cackling. After bowing once to her back, Rudolf turned back to Badoer and stuck out his right hand, showing off an innocent smile. Normally, this would mean that he was asking for a handshake.
何の真似だよ。
私もお嬢様のわがままに振り回されている身です。その意味では、私たちは良き友人になれるかと思いますよ。
This just seems like one of those awkward things where you're at a social event and you try and socialize with someone that you can't be friends with.
これは友情の握手です。もちろん、悪魔の契約の締結を意味するものではありませんので、
Let me guess, he's gonna say it.
悪いが、俺はあんたの主と大喧嘩の真っ最中でね。
Yeah,
俺が敵と握手をするのは
it's a very big chess
雨の
match.
校庭でぶちのめし合って、互いがボロボロになって交わす青春ドラマみたいなシチュエーションの時だけさ。覚えておきな。
なるほど。マトラ様と握手を交わすには十分な雰囲気作りとふさわしい場、そして心に響く甘い言葉と肉体言語の交わし合いが必要ということです。
Okay, this guy's strange.
機会を見てその場を準備いたしましょう。私めもそういうシチュエーションは大好きでございますよ。
Laughing tauntingly, Rudolf whispered that to Badoer with his face so close that their noses were almost touching. Badoer, his face turning red after getting so close to another of the same sex, pushed him away. Oh god.
気色悪い野郎だぜ。なるほど。レアとの執事にぴったりのやつだ。
You're a creepy bastard. You were like going around just like, ooh, let me feel the
お
boobs.
褒めの言葉を賜れまして。
You know what? You two actually might be good friends.
私は紅茶には自信がございますので、ティータイムを楽しみにしていらしてくださいね。クッキーを焼くのが趣味でございますので。
Yes, we do know the baking of the cookies.
こうご期待を。
Honestly, I'm kind of hungry for cookies right now.
さすがは
Well, when am I not
同
hungry
性
for
同士だな
cookies?
打ち解け合うのが実に早い。焼けるぞ。
これはお嬢様に嫉妬させてしまい申し訳ございませんでした。お嬢様のお客人をこっそりつまみ食いなどいたしませんよ。それではこれより他の家具どもに再び家具頭に着任いたしましたことを挨拶してまいります。しばしの暇をお許しください。
I wonder why they're called furniture. Like, I don't know, it seems strange that it's just the accepted term to both witches and
権
humans.
限しているのは雑用のヤギどもと儀式役の七姉妹だ。
Honestly, it's kind of one of the things that makes the servants very
挨
suspicious.
拶も楽に終わろう。
I feel like I'm way too harsh on them, but still.
あの賑やかな七姉妹たちです。
Them and Rosa,
やんちゃ娘たち
and Eva, and like every character who's pissed me off once.
でしょうか。
あれがおしとやかだってんなら、俺はおしとやかの定義を疑うぜ。
そうでございますか。七姉妹どもとはもうお遊びになられたようですね。
Yeah, it was some fun playtime.
その表情から察するに、どうやら相変わらずのやんちゃぶりのようだ。ベアトリーチェ様にお仕えするにふさわしい振る舞いをするようにといつも言っているのに、困った子たちだ。
その意味でなら安心しろよ。実に主にぴったりなふさわしい振る舞いだぜ。
そなたも言うようになったな。しかし会話は相手を認めるということだ。わらわとの雑談に応じるようになったということは、
Oh,
そなたがわらわの存在を徐々に
that's
認め
not
始
the
めている。
question. And also, like, this entire thing, there's been no question that Battle is talking to somebody. But, yeah, this entire thing is a devil's proof. Hope I'm using that right.
たとえお天道様が西から昇ることがあろうとも、絶対の絶対絶対
Yeah, take that,
お前を魔女だ
Beatrice.
と認定などしねえからな。
Battle was confident. He's just gonna not know what to do next time you kill someone, and then he'll not be confident, but for now
泣
he's
いて俺の
confident.
靴にキスしたら、もうちょい前向きに検討してやってもいいぜ。
Even if Battle was bluffing, he still spoke forcefully, a fear was expressed on his face. The witch and her butler snickered together, realizing that their guest had regained more than enough. No, he does not, and that preparations were complete. After Rudolf exchanged a few words with Beatrice, he bowed silently to Battler and scattered into golden butterflies and disappeared. I'm ready for this game. Golden Sneer. Honestly, I really like how it shows the song name. I've probably already said that before, but it's just nice. I know you can actually like play the songs from within the game, but I haven't tried it yet.
誰に話しかけることもできなかった日々のなんと退屈だったことか。
あの気持ち悪いやつがお前に似合いの執事だってことはよくわかった。だが教えろ、その執事がなぜ今頃になって現れた。権限しているのはヤギと七食いの姉ちゃんたち。どういう意味だ。
そなたは抗っておるが、わらわはれっきとした魔女だ。魔界に通じ、人ならざるあまたの存在と交流を持っておる。
だろうな。お前の関係にはろくな連中がいねえぜ。ヤギの化け物に太もも姉ちゃんに、そして今度は悪魔の執事と来たわけだ。まさかとは思うが、この調子でまだおかしな連中が増えるってんじゃねえだろうな。
Like, this has become a game show at this point. This is Family Feud. Because if you think about it, it's the Uroshimas versus the Beatrices, even though it's just Beatrice. And then they're gonna have like special guest stars.
まだまだ訪れるぞ。いくらでも現れるぞ。黄金鏡の扉を開き、すべての家具たちを呼び戻し、そして懐かしき友人たちすべてを招き、3日3晩を飲み明かし、踊り明かしてやるつもりよ。
Actually, if you think about it, it's actually a good thing that Battler is denying the wits. And I'm pretty sure last time Rosa did too, because that maybe that's your goal. Like, this entire thing isn't just like petty, she's actually trying to like, she's trying to do something, and then she's probably gonna get more and more frustrated because if Battler just doesn't accept it, then this won't happen. Oh my god, I was not prepared for her eyes to get that big.
つまりこういうことか。お前は長いこと力を失っていたため、そいつらを呼び出せなかったと。それで徐々に魔力が回復してきたため、次々化け物を呼び出せるようになったと、そう言いたいわけか。
そういうことだ。そなたは最後の一戦でこそギリギリ踏みとどまっているが、その心はすでにぐらつき、わらわが魔女であることを否定できずに、その心のぐらつきがわらわの魔女としての力を少しずつ蘇らせているのだ。
あの気色悪い執事が現れたのは俺が屈しかけているからだというのかよ。
そうだ。そなたは少しずつ少しずつ、前回のゲームではあれほどの屈辱を受けてまでわらわに屈服したではないか。そなたの背中はわらわの足を投げ出すには本当に良いものだったぞ。
ちくしょう。俺はお前を認めさえしなければ現状は維持できると思っていた。だがそれはどうやら誤解だったらしいな。
そうだ。
I really wonder what Battler's plan is. Like, I know I said it earlier and I'll keep saying it, but he's just gonna deny it forever and ever. Like, they're gonna be stuck doing this forever. It's like playing a never-ending game of chess. Sometimes you actually have to reset the board in order to, you know, get a win, because if you find yourselves in a stalemate, that... Oh my god, I actually said something smart for once. Wow. I guarantee I'm gonna see like 5 comments just like, no, that was not smart. What pieces would that be? Like, I need like a metaphorical chess. He has to flip it over. If he, like I said, just flips over the board, then they can't play. Yeah, no, Battler, I hate to admit this, but you're already off to a very bad start. I don't know if you'll be able to recover.
死に物狂いでわらわのチェックメイトだけからは逃れるだろう。だがその間にもわらわはそなたの大駒を次々に奪っていく。やがてはキング以外の全てを失い、 どのような形でも逃れることのかなわぬ本当のチェックメイトを受けることになる。前回そなたは気縁を吐いたな。わらわを永遠に認めぬ以上、これはわらわを苛む永
I
遠
also think the other
の
problem
拷
Battler
問
has
だな
is he
ると。
refuses to suspect anyone. Because when C was like, oh, then are you gonna suspect them? Battler was just like, no, I can't suspect my family. But there's no... He wants both sides. Like, coins don't have three sides. And he wants to have, oh, witches are real. No, witches aren't real. And that it's not any of my family. You can't have that.
永遠を語るのは無限の域に達した魔女だけ。
Like last episode, Rosa was very
そな
suspicious.
たにその資格など。
And while I can't like 100% confirm that it was Rosa, I feel like it was. Surprised the glass didn't break there. And by glass I mean screen, you know, like that effect. Now, where's the family Ushiromya? We have to make that into like a song. Just an Encanto parody. What was the portrait gonna change?
黄金の隠し場所については、すでに金蔵様が
Yeah,
私の肖像画の下に気分に
Oh, she's reading the
表示され
epitaph.
ております。
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the portrait changed in the last episode, because, like, I remember there being two at
条
least.
件は気分を読むことができるものすべてに公平に。黄金を暴けたなら、私はすべてお返しするでしょう。それではどうか今宵を金蔵様との知恵比べにて存分にお楽しみくださいませ。今宵が知的かつ優雅な夜になるよう心よりお祈りいたしております。
Yes, it has to be elegant assassinations. Beatrice! When Maria finished reading the letter that Beatrice had handed her, everyone was at a loss for words for a while, and then they all broke the silence at once.
バカバカしい、取るに足らない悪質ないたずらです。
まったくだ。親父殿が当主の指輪を手放すな。
How is it a...
ベアトリチェ。その名を語れば右往
There's a reason you have yet to actually not die first, Kraus.
おいおい、このちょいとパンチの効きすぎたデザートを仕込んだのは誰なんだ？今なら喝采で褒めてやるから正直に白状しろよ。ローザか？
とんでもない。お父様の名を語るいたずらなんてしません。
じゃあ姉貴か？兄貴か？
私？バカ言ってんじゃないわよ。
This is awkward for the cousins.
こういう悪趣味な仕掛けは。
And for Goda, who just wants everyone to eat the food.
愚弄する気か。私こそお前たちに問いたい。
Honestly, like, we just need a family conference trial by combat.
悪いいたずらは誰の仕業なんだ。
That's the only way we can ever solve this. Kraus beat the table and stared at everyone. Since that included the children too, he scared them greatly.
お父様から財産の全権を任せられたと称する謎。そして今日がそれを話し合うための親族会議であることをいたずらだと決めつけるのも早計だと思うわ。
わからんで。まさにお父さんの悪趣味ないたずらかもしれん。自分抜きで遺産分配の話をまとめようとしているわしらをちょいと驚かせたくて仕組んだことかもしれん。
こいつを仕組んだのが親父だってんだ。マリアちゃんが読み上げた内容は冗談ってわけにはならねえぞ。
そうね、文面通りに解釈するならこれはお父様からのテストね。魔女の碑文は私たち誰にでも解けるようにずっと広間に掲示されていた。告示期間は十分。最初に解けた人間に家督と全ての財産を渡す。
Wow,
そう言っているわけよね。
this is unexpected. Like, I forget if she did this in the last one, but it feels kind of strange that they're just like, oh, it's a challenge, so we have to solve it. It's like a mini game.
私たちの魔法。
Huh?
そんな
Oh, that was
バカな
the
話はありません。
that. What's going on with Eva?
後宮家の次期当主が夫であることはなんだ揺るがない。
She's hearing voices again.
それを揺るがすのがこの手紙じゃない。この手紙はお父様に財産のすべてを
Though it's good that at least someone's taking initiative to actually, you know, think about finding it. Yeah, because last time they kind of just forgot. They forgot about it the first time too. They jokingly tried to solve it before any of this happened. No, never mind, they're going at the exact same approach. It's always, let's go ask father about this mysterious letter.
お父様の代理人であることを風浪でちゃんと示してる。それを疑うなら兄さんが証明しなさいよ。この手紙がお父様の意思のものではないって。
よかる。お前の言う通りだ。もう親父の機嫌不機嫌の問題ではない。上へ行き直接問いただそうじゃないか。
そうしようぜ。親父に直接聞こう。親父も親父だぜ。どうしてこんな回りくどい真似を。ま、そこが親父らしいんだが
な。お父様の手紙だということを前提に話を続けてもいいのかしら。バカ王座。
Oh my, damn.
お父様の手紙に決まってんでしょ。あの手紙はお父様の名のよ。次期当主を私たち4人の中から選ぶための公平なチャンスに決まってるじゃない。バカ死ね。この役立たず。
Well, I think I found the culprit of this episode. I know it's really early, but what the fuck? Yeah, she's hearing voices that are telling her to kill other people. Well, I mean, it didn't say kill her, but it said she should just die. Like, that's... You're not in a good state of mind. In the beginning, Yodotaro doubted the authenticity of the letter, but after just now realizing this was once-in-a-lifetime chance for the three siblings other than Kraus in the struggle of the inheritance, Eva had changed her position and claimed that the letter was authentic. Rudolf and Rosa also realized that and agreed. But this is like the equivalent of getting a letter from Santa on Christmas, where it's just, I've hidden all of your toys. Now solve this puzzle or something. That sound bite. Why are you saying father? He's your stepfather. Wait, no, Why am I forgetting this?
その手紙は知らないという一言を引き出すのよ。機嫌が悪そうだからってビビってる場合じゃないんだからね。
いい年してお父様が怖いなんてバカみたい。へそかんで死んじゃえば。
Oh my, it just said it again. This episode already just started, but I'm kind of hooked. Oh, also speaking of that, you may be wondering why, I know this is again a very intense moment that I'm stopping in the middle, but just to say that I'm sorry that it takes so long to get these out. I've kind of not really been like the best of moods lately, and I've been kind of busy, so I decided that it would be better to not record when I'm not at my best. But I'm honestly having a lot of fun now, so. Especially now that like I'm done with a lot of stress, because fun fact, I actually recently just finished like the hell that is acceptance to college, so yeah, hopefully that means a lot more time to actually record videos. I made a little announcement about that the other day, though I don't know if anyone actually saw that. What is that? At least someone's doing that. The four siblings, Natsui and Hideyoshi, Austin. The only ones left for the yeah, they're probably just like, what the hell? Natsui looks uncomfortable and Kiwi's smacking her sword. I wish we kind of got to see what the cousins were thinking, because they're probably just like, what did we smell? Oh, no, we're actually going to get to see that. Muya, who had been at the center of all this turmoil, looked at a little scared at the adult's sudden change. However, judging from her appearance, she didn't look like she realized the full significance of what she had just read out. Yeah, that's me right now.
どいつもこいつもクソったれだ。そんな兄さんが欲しいかい。
みんな、これは親たちの問題なんだ。
George, shut the fuck up. This is your problem too.
僕たちには関係ない。
It has everything to do
だ
with
から
you.
気にしちゃダメだ。
I know, like, now it's fine, but just wait until the next day. And if for some reason you haven't died yet, which I mean, so far it's been 2 for 2, so might go 3 for 3, then you'll realize that this is your
そう
problem.
は言ってもよ。ああもうあからさまに。
見損なったぜ。欲の皮が突っ張ってやがる。
みんなで幸せになるって信じ。
そうだね。僕たちはみん
we
な
are-
で約束したもんね。
No, that wasn't all of you, that was a few of you.
バトラ君もジェシカちゃんも。
最悪の気分だぜ。
We couldn't accept it at all, but we laid down our arms for the time being. We all had known vaguely how filthy the family conference was going to be this time. However, after that 6-year blank, I couldn't help but being shocked. Seeing that the children were completely dejected, Dr. Nanzo cleared his throat uncomfortably.
大人の話です。お若い皆さんとは関係のないことですよ。忘れてしまいましょ
それができりゃやってるぜ。
辛いのはわかるわ。
Oh yeah, Kiryu's here.
今は忘れ
Just kinda sitting in the corner.
あなたたちの将来を少しでも豊かにするため、みんなの両親は必死で戦ってるのよ。そしてやがて傷つき帰ってくるお父さんたちをどうかそんな冷たい目で迎えないであげて。
Well, I think with the exception of Battler, they're all already kind of looking promising. I mean, George wants to marry Shannon and everything will be fine. Jessica, well, she isn't doing great in school, at least is like set to inherit the man. Well, no, she isn't set to do it, but like everyone kind of thinks that. Well, at least I think that. And Battler's, never mind. Yeah, never mind.
いくらキリエさんの頼みでもそれは難しいぜ。
そう割り切れるなら子供なんてやってねえぜ。
みんな幸せ暗くなるのダメ。信
Can't
じて。
believe.
みんなで幸せに
Unless we all believe in Beatrice, we can't be happy.
幸せが逃げちゃう。みんなで信じないとダメ。
いい話ね。私も信じるわ。私たちは幸せになれるわよ。
キリエおばさんありがとう。バトラとジェシカお姉ちゃんも信じて。ベア
Oni.
トリーチェも信じないと魔法が力を持たないっていつも言ってる。
Kiryu-san. Oh, okay, now they have to just set up. Well, actually, I have mixed feelings about her because I like her as a character. Though sometimes in the stories she annoys me, but like, it's not that I don't like the character. It's just that I'm like, oh my god, this is causing so much tension. I feel like that's one of these moments.
キリエおばさんが信じてくれた。あとバトラとジェシカお姉ちゃんが信じないとダメ。
Just fake
二
belief.
人とも強いもん。すぐに元気になってそうしてくれるわよ。
No, that
それより教えてほしいの。
when Kiryu-san said that, Jessica, George, and Nikki, Dr. Nanzo, and I all listen closely. It looks like our parents' minds have been filled with what's she gonna say. But we want to ask Miss.
何？
マリアちゃんにその手紙を渡したのって
Stupefaction.
誰？
Totally stupefied.
ベアトリーチェ。
肖像画に書かれている。
カサと一緒にこの手紙もくれたの。そしてね、マリアのバラが折れちゃってたのを魔法で直してくれたの。ベアトリーチェは何でもできるすごい魔女なの。
詳しく聞かせてくれるか
I
しら。
think everyone should just leave the room like right now. Oh. The glass is broken. That's how you know it's a serious moment. Okay, we did not jump forward that fast. The witch's written summons. Gonna be interesting. Without even being allowed to wait for dessert, we were chased out of the room. Oh, that... I think it's the saddest part of this, like, entire story. Like, it's not the murder, it's not the witches, it's... they didn't get dessert. I heard that, in the end, her parents were unable to get grandfather to respond. Well, I'm not sure I should be saying this, but I feel like grandfather deserves a pat on the back. He had to be feeling pretty satisfied with the shock his strange letter had given to his children, who had all been so infatuated with distributing the inheritance while he was still alive. I too felt like her despicable parents had gotten what they all deserved in this confusion. But I couldn't really say that I was feeling great. I felt a little sulky. Grandfather hadn't entertained them for a moment, but he also... Yes, Java updated, great. But he also apparently hadn't denied anything about the letter. I don't even know if you can hear that, but sometimes I'm like recording and it just goes off, just the noise is just there. Grandfather's name pops up several times in the witch's letter. If Grandfather knew that someone was stealing his name, then considering his character, he'd probably be mad with rage. But even though Grandfather now knew the contents of the letter, he had coolly ignored it. In this case, did that count as a silent yes? Auntie Eva and Dad had been trying to interpret the letter in their favor, their greed clearly visible. It wouldn't have mattered so much as if that was all, but the adults had then started focusing on Maria, who received the letter. They kept pounding her with questions about who had given her that letter. Maria repeated over and over again that she had gotten it from Beatrice, but there were no way a mysterious person like that could be... No way. After all, this is a small island where no one lives except the Ushiromiya family. Maria kept repeating that she had gotten it from Beatrice, no matter how many times she was asked. It seemed that the adults felt that she was trying to trick them, so they didn't hold back and questioned her until she broke out in tears. By the time Maria was released, she had cried herself to the... Wow. Her parents ordered us to go to the guest house and take... Yeah, they're great, parents. Then set themselves up in the dining hall and started getting louder and louder as they discussed the inheritance. It seemed that because of the strange letter, the possibility had arisen that Uncle Krause's ability to become the next head could be returned to a blank state. And in exchange for accepting him, my dad and the rest were trying to swindle Uncle Krause out of a lot of money, or something like that. Ah yes, it always boils down to rob Krause of his money. Jessica and I, both astonished, were happy to move over to the guest house. We didn't want to be under the same roof as those filthy adults, their heads so filled with thoughts about money. George and Nikki pleaded on behalf of her parents. So, I said this like a few minutes ago in this video, but George really is just like, no, it's okay, like, they have to fight over money. I understood his reasoning. No matter how filthy this talk of money was, it wouldn't go away if you just closed your eyes. But even so, how could they so blatantly degenerate into such money-grubbing demons? Honestly, I'm surprised we're with the cousins right now. I thought for sure they'd like focus on this argument. I want to see if Eva hears more voices. Voiceless. Oh, we might hear more voices. Maria had cried herself dry and was hiding in her bed. She hadn't even twitched for a while, so she was probably sleeping. Sleeping, not sweeping. She was definitely sleeping under that bed.
それはもう聞いちゃダメだぜ。マリアがベアトリーチェにもらったって言うなら、それでいいじゃねえかよ。
これ以上、マリアを泣かせたくないしな。
That said, even we felt a confusion that we couldn't clear away.
この島には今、18人しかいないんだよ。そこにこの雨の中、未知の19人目がマリアちゃんに手紙を託して、正直現実的ではないね。
It was probably just someone dressed up as... Yeah, that's definitely the most probable case. Which makes... Like... Depends who can pull off that outfit.
おそらく、あの肖像画のドレスをシャノンあたりにでも着てもらって、うまくマリア
Again, the suspicion falls on the servants, but it's just because they're probably the only ones who could do that. Because if you think about it, the adults are all accounted for. They're fighting with each other. The servants are who knows where. The cousins are all together. There's no one else it could be. Honestly, I should definitely switch up my thinking. Because if I flip this chessboard around, I need to think about alibis here. Like for when I try and solve these mysteries. Because I'm always thinking about, oh, who's the most likely... Well, actually, I mean, I have been doing a little bit of thinking about, like, oh, where people were. But, no. Okay, I hate to use the chess metaphor again. But I gotta analyze where all my pieces are and see which one had the possibility to get the king in check.
誰が渡したかなんてどうでもいい問題かもしれないな。大事なのは差出人だろう。要はじい様が黄金の魔女の名を語って一波乱を起こしたかったってことなんだぜ。まったく人騒がせなじじいだぜ。
The truth is probably that her occult-loving grandfather was playing around by choosing a dramatic way of handing the letter over to Maria, who shared the same hobby as he did. Honestly, I'm surprised Maria isn't the head, because if you think about it, Kinzo and Maria are similar. So if like they actually talked, Kinzo would be like, you know what, Maria, have all the money. Paying no heed, though, to the trouble it would cause Maria or the rest of us.
マリアの純真な心をもてあそびやがって。手紙を渡したのが誰でもいいさ。マリアがベアトリーチェにもらったって言うんだから。
This is strange thinking for Battler, because I feel like beforehand he wasn't acting like this.
同感だよ。そうしよう。子供にとってのサンタクロースみたいな存在が、マリアちゃんにとってはベアトリーチェなんだろうね。
いない19人目もサンタクロースも。
It's Santa.
俺たちが認めてやる。
Santa's the one killing everybody.
それは少なくともマリアの中ではいるということになるわけだ。なるほど。子供の夢を守るための嘘って大事だな。お、どうしたんだよ、ジェシカ。
Oh, no.
まだ腹を立ててるのかよ。
Jessica's still upset. Jessica had her hand on her chin as though there was something that she just couldn't understand. When I called out to her, she came to her senses.
ああ、ごめん。いやさ、マリアが会ったのは本当にベアトリーチェだったってことがあるんじゃないか。
Jessica, this isn't good thought. Like, flip the chessboard around.
そりゃどういう意味だよ。この島に19人目の人間がいるって言いたいのか？
マリアちゃんの言うことを心から信じたなら、そういう答えに行き着くだろうね。
いや、そういうのじゃなくて、昔からこの島には私たちの知らない誰かが住んでるんじゃないかって話はあったんだよな。
住んでるってどこに？
森の中にさ。
We're thinking Honestly, the thing is about the theory that there's a 19th person. I don't know if that like goes along with that it's Beatrice, because we're trying to argue here that it's not witches, but that makes it even more likely that it is a witch. If anything, it is probably one of the 18, because that wouldn't make sense. Well, actually, I don't know. The adults were gathered in the dining hall, spending a very long time continuing the discussion that had been inserted by Beatrice's letter. Kraus strongly claimed that the letter was a simple prank, but he couldn't overturn the claim that Kinzo's failure to deny the letter was answer enough. Judging by Kinzo's character, if he knew that a letter had been written by someone... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said like the exact same thing earlier. Since all the siblings knew that, Kraus had no choice but to withdraw his claim. Without even having to summarize it, the contents of the letter were simple. The person who solved the witch's epitaph would receive the headship and assets. This did a lot of damage to Kraus, who had thought to have been guaranteed the succession. And for everyone else who had given up on that long ago, it was better news than they could have ever hoped for. However, there were some points that worried them. The person who solved the epitaph was not limited to a member of the... Are they gonna think it's the servants? Taken literally anyone, no matter how doubtful their origin, could succeed to the Ushiromiya family. And furthermore, this meant that there was a chance that all of the Ushiromiya family's assets could be stolen by some unknown person. In that sense, it was definitely not a situation where anyone could lower their guard, even the siblings other than Kraus. Had this letter come from a saboteur sent by Kinzo who called themselves Beatrice? Or was this the scheme of some unknown person trying to steal the Ushiromiya family's wealth? They still didn't know the truth. But they could say for one thing for certain. Maria had received this problematic letter today on this island. In other words, someone who was planning something related to that letter was on this island today. Well, wait just a moment. Who says they have to be on the island? Okay, this music is very good with my thought process, but what if? The big what if. The killers are, like, definitely one of the 18, but it's paranoia. Because if we think back to Higurashi, that was the theme of it. That all of the times when, like, there was a big group of deaths, it was caused by someone's paranoia. Onikakushi, I'm sorry, by the way, if you've never seen Higurashi, but I am going to spoil it. Sorry, but, like, for example, Urk 1, that was Keiichi's paranoia. Urk 2, Sion, Urk 3 Katie again, Urk 5 Sion again, Urk 6 Rena. What if that's the same thing here? That this entire thing is someone's scheme who's not on the island, and instead they have this letter, they arrange it to get here. Maybe like a servant's an accomplice and like pretends to be maybe like Sandon puts on a Beatrice costume, it's a cosplay, it's for Comic-Con, and then gives Maria the letter. That way, all of the dirty work is done by one of these people on the island who like is paranoid. Like for example, Rosa in the last episode, I kept thinking that she was the culprit, but what if it was, I don't want to say it's something like Hinamizawa syndrome, because I don't think that Ryuki CO7 would do the twist again, but still, what if there's like some other factor that like none of this is being done by the well, the stuff is being done by the family, but it's started by someone else who purposely sends this letter. Like maybe we might get a flashback or learn about like some person that Kinzo didn't get along with money-wise or something. They want revenge, so they send this, and everyone starts like killing each other for the money. And then, well, not everyone killing, one person does it, because I kind of like that theory better. It's easier. So last time I'm gonna keep saying that last time I think it's Rosa, because that's the best I got. Last episode was definitely not my best moment, but still. So using that logic, Rosa would have killed the other adults first, thinking that they're gonna get the money, and then slowly kill the servants off. And then towards the end, we don't get to see what happens to Battler. So Battler is probably like the last person in her way. So Battler dies. They try and escape, but they ended up dying too. And it was depicted as goats, but what if it's not? Okay, I don't have an explanation for why she wasn't able to get away with the money, but my theory this episode, there's gonna be, like, the deaths are probably gonna be linked to a singular person, or maybe, like, flipped, kind of like Higurashi was, where, like, you think that the crazy, you think you're playing the sane person, but you're actually playing the crazy. I don't know. Just a theory. Was the person who set it up on Kinzo one of the 4 siblings? Maybe some unknown person. No matter how much they suspected each other, they couldn't reach a conclusion. After getting tired of bickering with each other, they finally reached the extremely obvious conclusion that doubting each other was just a waste of time. Actually, it might go different this episode, because this episode's kind of like the everyone's united. Well, I mean, Eva is thinking some stuff. It's probably gonna be Eva as the culprit. But by that logic, episode 1, Natsui was the... No, it couldn't have been. I don't know. I got up at like 5 AM today, so I'm really surprised I was able to go that far with my logic.
お父様と確定したわけではありませんよ。会話の成り立たないあなたに主人が呆れ果てただけです。会話が成り立たないのはどっちよ。私が何か言うたびにあなたは怒鳴ってばかり。そんな無様で後ろ宮家にふさわしいと本気で思い。
予算かエヴァ。夏井さんも一度終わった話やで。
Yeah, let's go out into the rain where it's nice and cold, and that way we'll get sick. That's cooling our heads off.
そうね。頭を冷やした方が賢明そう。あなたもそろそろ一服したくなってきたんじゃない？
姉貴の機嫌が悪そうだからな。一服の方は遠慮するぞ。だが冷たい方は賛成だ。ローザ、誰かに水を持ってこさせてくれ。
Honestly, I could always go for some water. Rosa headed over to the extension telephone in the corner of the room and called the servant room. She then passed on what Rudolf had told her to the person on the other end. Give me a beer. The vicious bickering up until now vanished like it never happened. The silence continued until Goda finished setting the table. Yeah, it's probably just like, yay, I can serve people again.
ありません。もう下がりなさい。
はい、それでは失礼いたします。何かございましたらいつでもお呼びください。
And there goes the breakfast making furniture. After listening to the sound of Goda's footsteps disappear off into the distance, everyone took a deep breath at the to break the tension. Just everyone just.
19人目の魔女は今頃バラ庭園の東屋で雨宿りでもしているのかしら。
どうかしらね。雨はしのげるかもしれないけど、少し肩を冷やしそうね。
謎の19人目の来訪者か。ちょいと推理小説っぽくて面白い話やな。普通この手の話は18人の中の誰かが語ってるだけで、実際には存在せんとそう。
But as I was saying earlier, if like you think about the 19th person as just someone not on the Battle should ask that in red. We'll make Beatrice say it in red. More.
私は
Can he use red?
怪しいと睨んでいます。やはりどんな難癖をつけてでも片翼のわしの使用人たちは全て解雇した方が良かったんです。
まあそういう長く勤めてくれた恩もある。もちろん気は許せん。
兄さんもお父様の仕業かどうかはともかく。
Yeah, no, this entire mindset, like, I feel like this is gonna turn out like, what's the arc? It was one of the console-only arcs for Higurashi, where basically everyone like just agrees that killing Teppei is the best thing possible, and they all like they're with each other, but it quickly gets out of. There could be more than one culprit.
あの手紙をマリアちゃんに渡したのは使用人の誰かだろうという点では同意するのね。
何しろ私たちは夕食までずっと仲良く団らんをしていたじゃないか。兄弟全員にアリバイがある。
As I said earlier, Kraus, you said something useful. And by the way, apparently people actually like. I was looking at that thing that survey about like who's your favorite sibling. I think I said this in the last video. I forget, but yeah, Kraus became second place, and I'm surprised because he went from 0 votes to. Doesn't tell me how much specific, but 15%. Eva clearly wins with 65 though.
でも使用人の人たちもみんなベッドメイクとかで忙しくて、バラ庭園のマリアのところへ行く余裕なんかなかったって言ってたし。
Well, actually, that's not all of their positioning. I don't think all of them were bed making at once.
おいおい、じゃあ何だってんだよ。まさか森の魔女ベアトリーチェ様がお越しになって本当にマリアちゃんに手紙を渡したって言い出すのか？
そうさ、昔は信じててすごい怖がってたものね。あんたまさかいい年してまだ信じてるの？森の魔女。
If she did exist, I'd love for her to appear. But no matter how much I wish she didn't appear before me even once, she didn't save me from my crisis. Okay, we're back with Eva's crazy thoughts.
18人全員が自分は違うと言っている以上、本当に19人目がいるのかもって思っただけなの。
そんなんあらへんで。第一、船で来たのはわしらだけや。
And again, like I said in my theory, that fits. Because technically 18 people were on this island from the boat. But that doesn't mean that... I don't know. And it also kind of goes with the theme of, like, that... of the people playing chess. Okay, wait, I just thought of a good way to word this. If we, the player, are on one end of the chessboard, and we're arguing that witches don't exist, who's on the other end playing all of these pieces? And if the pieces are being played by these 18 people, then who is it?
まさかこの荒海を泳いで渡ってきたっちゅうんか？ちょいと考えられへんな。
理屈ではそうね。この隔絶された島に招かれていない客が一人隠れているというのはでもどうもその可能性を捨てきれない人たちがいるみたいね。
Hideyoshi had laughed it off, saying that there couldn't be a 19th person. But Kiwi had sensitively picked up on the delicate atmosphere among the 4 siblings. Just by common sense, there couldn't possibly be any uninvited guests on this small, isolated island. How on earth would they get here? And from where? And where would they be hiding themselves? And why wouldn't they appear openly, even though they had sent a letter in their own name? None of these could be explained. But considering that none of the four siblings had joined in on Hideyoshi's laughing, they seemed unable to completely deny their hurts the possibility of a 19th person.
キリエさん、誤解しないでいただきたいが、別に私たちはおとぎ話じみた魔女伝説など。
またお父様を侮辱する話ですか？それを口にすること自体がお父様への裏切りです。まあね、でもあのお父様ですもの。あるいは本当にねえ。
私は。
But I don't know anything. That's a little suspicious.
何を見学になっとるんや。どういうことや。つまり魔女伝説は笑い話でも何でもなく事実。そんなアホな。
もちろん。
I will have you know that Marisa is real. She exists in the Toho universe, but in your universe as well. That probably makes her in this universe too.
秀吉さん、魔女とかの話じゃなくて、もっとシンプルな話みたいよ。つまりこういうことね。ベアトリーチェという名の愛人をお父さんがこの島のどこかに隠れ住まわせていたのではないかと、そういうことかしら。
お父様は自己を厳しく律する模範的な方です。
No.
そのような汚らわしい存在を島に連れ込むのは到底考えられません。
Natsui snapped at her immediately, but it looked like the four siblings, including her husband Kraus, didn't think that way. On the contrary, it appeared that they thought Kinzo was exactly the kind of person likely to... He really is. The existence of a mistress who had Kinzo under her spell had been whispered of since in the very beginning when he had built the mansion on this island.
親父を尊敬してる夏日さんには悪いが、だいぶ昔からそういう噂はあった。親父は自分一人でこの六軒島の設備すべてを作り上げた。屋敷の中には親父しかわからない仕掛けや隠し部屋なんかがあるんじゃないかって初めから疑われてたし、俺たちの知らない秘密の屋敷がこの島のどこかに隠されてるんじゃないかともずっとささやかれてた。
そうね、地図上は小さな島かもしれないけれど、後宮家だけが住むには広大すぎる島だわ。
Yeah, because the main areas that we've gone to were, I think maybe just like not even a third.
そして未開の森のどこかに愛人を住まわせるための隠し屋敷を作ったかもしれないと、そう思われてたのね。ずいぶんスケールの大きな話ね。
最初はそれはこの屋敷の中じゃないかと言われてた。秘密の地下とかがあったりして、そこに豪華な隠し部屋があり、あの肖像画の魔女
Kinzo has someone locked in his basement. I'm sorry, but that's what I thought when I know it's supposed to be serious, but... No, it is. Like, I don't imagine Kinzo has someone in his basement. No, I do imagine that. That's canon now.
この屋敷とてまだ我々の知らぬ隠し部屋があったとしても驚くには足りぬね。
お母様は存命中。よくお父様の不在をついて屋敷内をしらみつぶしに探し回って。ルドルフが言ったことをお母様も疑ってたのよ。どこかに秘密の扉や階段があって、その中に金髪の愛人が隠れていると信じていたわ。
It's hard to believe, but there are several actual examples in other countries of people cheating with someone over a period of several decades by making them live in a hit. What? And this is Kinzo with a mansion this extravagant. There was endless opportunities to suspect the existence of hidden rooms.
六軒島の魔女伝説って私の聞いてた話では、子供たちが未開の森に入り込まないようにって言って作った、なんだかそれだけじゃないって気がしてきたわ。
まあ何しろ後宮の屋敷以外に何もない寂しい島だからな。俺やローザがガキの頃はそりゃ雷雨の夜に森から聞こえてくる木々のざわめきに怯えたもんさ。その木々の間から不気味な何かが様子を伺ってるんじゃないか ガキだったら誰でも考える自然なものさ。だが俺やローザがそう訴えるのを聞いて、ガキの妄想だろでは済まさない連中もいたってことなんだろうね。そうだろ姉貴。
私や兄さんはこの島に隠れ住んでいる愛人が人目を忍んで出歩いていたのを偶然あんたたちが目撃したのではないかと考えていたわ。もちろんお母様もね。
古い使用人たちの中にも深夜の屋敷内に肖像画の魔女が徘徊しているという。
Then why didn't you stay up till midnight? You could have made like a sick of YouTube video out of it.
私はそれを表向き階段として
12 a.m. in the Ushiromia family mansion gone
私は
wrong.
秘密の愛人の存在を十分に疑っていたよ。
となるとこの島に19人目の何者かがいるかもしれないってのは全くバカバカしい話でもないっちゅうことなんか。いやむしろどこかにいるかもしれないわけか。
よくルドルフさんの言う悪魔の証明というやつになったわね。19人目がいることは証明可能だけれど、19人目が存在しないことは証明不能。私たちはベアトリーチェという名の人物が島のどこかに潜んでいることを前提に議論を進めるべきなの？
危機管理の基本としては正しいな。
Honestly, I can't believe like they're actually thinking about it now. Well, I'm thinking about it now. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. Like the thought process is changed. It also changed my thought process.
すまん、ちょいと不用心が過ぎたわ。ローザさん、さっきは笑って。
No, you were just trying to make light of this. Hideyoshi, you're like the one person here who isn't obsessed with him. Well, actually, no, he is a little, but still.
別に気にしてないです。
Hideyoshi apologized deeply for not being conscious enough of danger despite calling himself the president of a company. Well, then he fits the description of a president of a company. And I am probably going to end here. Anyway, I hope you guys did go on to enjoy. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That's greatly appreciated. And yes, see you guys in the next one. Bye.